Good evening and welcome to ClausenWorld. I'm currently not in the garden, but I was. I went out and harvested more lemon balm. So join me in the kitchen and let me show you what I'm going to use this lemon balm for. I use lemon balm in the kitchen for a few different things. My last harvest that you guys saw me pull, I dried it, and this is going to be for my fall teas. I will be drying more, but this is just the first batch of dry. But today, I am going to use fresh lemon balm, and I am going to make an herbal tincture. So first off, you get a mason jar. I prefer to use an amber mason jar because you want to make sure that no light or very little light is getting to your tincture while it's curing or sitting. So what I do is I take my lemon balm. I'm just going to take some bunches from over here out of this bowl. And I'm going to try to destem. Do I want to destem? I'm trying to decide. Sometimes I destem, sometimes I don't destem. It just depends on how I really feel. And I think I have a lot of it in the bowl. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, guys. The stems also have that lemon balm scent. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this lemon balm and I'm going to chop it up as is. I could use a knife, but I'm going to use a pizza roller. And I'm going to roughly chop it up. You don't want to make it so that the pieces are so small that you have no idea what it is. You just want to give it a rough chop. Just like so. Then you want to take it and put it in your jar. Now you do not have to use the stems if you don't want to. I just decided at the last minute I want to use the stems because it's late, and to be honest with you, I don't want to destem it. And I'm not going to pack my jar, but I'm going to fill my jar as far to the top as I can without smushing it. You want to make sure that there's a little bit of room in there. So I have more to go, because that jar is not full yet. I want a full jar, but I don't want a smash jar, if that makes sense. You want to be able to make sure that there's room for your liquid. And make sure that if you're using a sharp instrument, that you keep your fingers out of the way. You don't want to hurt yourself. And the reason why I'm just kind of giving this a rough chop is you want to release all those beautiful oils that's in your lemon balm. And when you crush, break, or chop, you're releasing those oils, and you can smell it. There we go. Now it looks like I smashed it, but I didn't. I didn't like really pack it and jam it in there, because that's not what you want to do. You don't want to jam it in there. All right. I'm just placing it in there, and I want to see how much is in there. I'm taking my fingers and I'm kind of rolling it around the sides of the jar, making sure that it isn't compacted. All right. I'm going to put these last few leaves in here, and I could actually make more. I have a whole lot more in this bowl, so I'll probably make more. Or you know what? I may take this and I may dry that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead on and dry that, because I don't need that much. When you're making a tincture, this is going to be used by the dropper full. You're going to put just a dropper full of this up under your tongue. And so if you make more than a quart size, that's a lot of tincture, and you're going to have to end up giving that away or selling that, because anything larger than a quart size, that's an awful lot of tincture to have in your house. But if you have a big family, you might need it that way. You might need to make it that way. Okay, so I have my lemon balm. I have it roughly chopped in my amber mason jar, Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the secret ingredient. Okay, it's not really a secret. I'm going to use 100 proof vodka. Now the reason why I'm going to use 100 proof vodka is because you don't have to do any special math. It's 50% water, 50% alcohol. You just fill it all the way up and leave it. Let's see. I know you guys can't see me opening it up. And I'm not promoting any particular name brand of vodka. I got the cheapest one they had. This doesn't smell bad. So I'm just going to pour this. Let me move this up, the camera up, so you guys can see a little bit more. There we go. I'm just going to pour this over my lemon balm, just like so. And you want to fill it all the way to the top. You want to make sure that your lemon balm is submerged under the vodka. So I'm just pouring it. I'm going slow because I have the tendency to go too fast with many things and I'll make a mess. There we go. It's taking a lot of liquid. It's almost at the top, I can tell. Let's see. Oh yeah, a little bit more. I said a little bit, but it seems like it's a whole lot of it, doesn't it? Wow. All right, so there. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take, let's see, what do I have that I can use that's close by? I don't wanna go moving around trying to grab a whole lot of something. I am gonna take, let's see, I'm gonna use a knife, if I can get one, because I don't wanna leave you guys just sitting there staring at my concoction, because I forgot to get my chopstick. And I'm gonna basically kind of like debubble my lemon balm. If you're used to canning, you'll know what I mean when I say debubble. I'm just taking my knife, I am moving the lemon balm from the sides of the jar, making sure there are no air pockets, just like so. And I'm just gonna push it down just a little bit. I'm not, like, again, not smashing it, not packing it. I just wanna make sure that that lemon balm is resting under the alcohol. Just like so. Now you will have a couple of pieces floating. It's okay, you just keep an eye on it. It's not gonna mold or anything. All right, so I think I got it. Now I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure that it's not compacted at the bottom. And I know y'all like, wow, she's using a knife. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's what I had closest by me, and I did not want to go and fill around in the kitchen because I totally forgot about getting something to do this process. All right, and that's it. That is it. I'm going to place this in the cabinet that I don't use in the kitchen very often, so it's nice and dark in that side of the cabinet. And I'm going to leave this there for roughly 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. And once it's ready after 6 to 8 weeks, I'll take it out. I will pour the liquid out. I will strain the lemon balm. And this will be my lemon balm tincture. So now this is going to go in the cabinet for 6 to 8 weeks. Now, if you're making more than just this one tincture, you might want to write on it so that you know what it is. The only thing I'm going to write on here is the date. That way I know I did this today, and I can count 6 to 8 weeks down the road, and I'll know when this is ready. I only have this tincture going, so putting a huge label on that's got a whole bunch of stuff on it, like what it is, I won't need that. So if you're interested in making a lemon balm tincture, give it a try. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen, guys. Here's the fresh lemon balm I just harvested out of the garden this evening. Here's lemon balm I harvested earlier in the season that I dried.